This is what we've been waiting for, folks. This is the game of the week, and the anticipation, the energy have been building. Great anticipation for a matchup that's only grown as the season has progressed. Now, a top-5 showdown. Both teams trying to make a strong statement here in the midseason. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Florida Atlantic Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. And the Seminoles will kick this away to start us off. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the grab. Gets some space around the 30. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. At the 30 now. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Second down coming up.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Sticking with the running game. He's got room looking for the end zone. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. That is a dream start for the offense. But what an opening possession.
Yeah, sometimes you just want to kind of get settled into a game. These guys didn't really wait at all. They had a script. They knew exactly how to attack the defense, and it works out.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he's stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll run it to the left. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
Good push up front and great acceleration by this back. I tell you, he's doing a pretty good impression right now of a combination of greats that they've had at Florida State. Guys like Warrick Dunn and Devontae Freeman, and more recently with guys like Cam Akers and Dalvin Cook.
Short connection to the tight end here. They're finally able to stop, and the quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Breaks loose at the 40. Brought down at the 18, and suddenly this offense is in the red zone.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
And the Noles come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. A handoff to the back. Jukes to get free. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Look at him run through those tacklers. They finally corral him at the 1.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Interesting choice here on the goal line. 5 wide receivers on 2nd and goal. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Quarterback flashing the speed in that touchdown run. That's almost unfair, Kirk.
Well, I think out of all the quarterbacks in the entire country, this guy might be as fast as any of them. Why not utilize his speed when he can make defenses pay for it? It's a great design play and a nice touchdown.
And the PAT is good. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. Heads out of bounds at the 44-yard line. The offense will take over there in good position. Here comes the FAU offense back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Brown. Brought down and crosses midfield to the 46.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
1st down and 10 now. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
It's a solid run, gives the offense a 1st down and a new set of downs. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Quick throw to the left. Oh, and he dropped it. Very uncharacteristic play by this wide receiver. 2nd down.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. And he cannot escape defense with a sack.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
That sack makes it 3rd down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it right near the end zone. Brought down just short of the end zone. It'll be first and goal from the 1.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
After the big gainer, suddenly a great chance to score. First and goal from the 3. They'll try to run this one in. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, FAU.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He'll call for the fair catch here. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Quick completion to the tight end. Gets into space at the 50. Big play across midfield. Now they're threatening at the opponent's 38.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
Finally marked out after a big game, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. Offense goes to the pistol formation now. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Second down coming up.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Receiver in motion now. And now the running back's got it again. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, he does get pushed back here.
Well, they bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Noles.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they get set now to try the PAT. And it's up and good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Florida Atlantic offense takes the field again. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. Can the defense make adjustments? First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Pressure is coming. Plays bottled up, and the football is loose. It's a turnover.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
Single back takes the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. They're going to run it. Mack gets the carry. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give me credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here comes the FAU offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back from that right away. Looking for the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Brown. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
The back's got it. Powers through. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Here's the 2nd down play. Here comes the handoff. And he'll get the 1st down yards before they finally bring him down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Looking to throw it deep. Pass caught. Can he get in? Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Owls. Point after, not right through. BAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. Kickoff team is on the field to move this one away. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. 1st down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on 1st down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
2nd down after the incompletion. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. And he finds his tight end for the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
But good job with the offensive line giving his quarterback time to throw. And you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee. A quarterback that can make throws like this.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They stop it at the 49, but that'll be a 1st down.
Boy, another first down and another good run by this back from Florida State. I tell you, he's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
The Noles have 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
My gosh, this receiver is outstanding. A huge play for this Florida State offense. And I tell you, you and I have been coming into Tallahassee a long time. We've seen some great receivers. Guys like Johnny Wilson, most recently, a big, tall target. Anquan Bolden could do everything. Maybe one of my favorite players of all time, Peter Warrick. And going back to Fred Biletnikoff, played, of course, at Florida State.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Going the other way, can they stop him? Plainly able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
And the Florida Atlantic offense takes the field again. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looks left and finds his target there. Tackled at the 40 and learn a fresh set of downs.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route with him. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
How aggressive will they be on this 1st down play? Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Now they line up to kick the extra point. The PAT is good, so it's a 7-point game, 28-21. Here's the kickoff team now, set to move this one away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Off the play fake on 1st down. And he lobs it deep down the middle. And it's intercepted. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He'll throw it now. Oh, can you believe it? He dropped the ball. Don't see that often from this excellent receiver. It's going to bring up 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make a catch.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Pass caught. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
How about the discipline of this defense here on second down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's third down.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
The offense still on the field to go for it on 4th and 11. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Lets it fly to the wideout. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big fourth down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Gets rid of it on the move. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
I mean, you don't see this very often. They just pressured the quarterback. And did you see how many guys that were rushing him? 3. You have 8 guys in coverage, and you can get that kind of pressure on a quarterback with 3 rushing.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Man, where's the scouting report for this defense? You knew coming into this game this tight end was capable. That's his 5th catch in this first half.
Finds an open target on the left side. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Timeout, Florida State.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
Touchdown, Florida State. Number 9 with the catch in the end zone.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And it's good.
The extra point is good.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over.
First and 10.
First half clock with just 7 seconds remaining for this first down play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And it's incomplete. Just 3 seconds left on the clock. Just time enough for one more play in the half. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. Contact as he threw it. And the pass falls incomplete. No time left on the first half clock. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. They got some ground to make up. Second and long from the 15. And he'll set up to throw. Trying to extend the play. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. He's looking to scramble. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Talk about aggressive. The head coach keeping the offense on the field inside their own 30. Needs a completion here on fourth down. He's escaping the pocket now. And he's brought down, a sack for the defense coming up big on this fourth down play.
Well, I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
Here comes the FAU offense back out on the field. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the tackle is made, but let's check out what this flag is about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
Important second down play coming up. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Defense is coming after him. On the run, he'll let it go. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Oh, and he fumbles. And the defense jumps on the football.
You know, with wide receivers, we get enamored with their size and their speed and their versatility and their ability to make plays after the catch. But none of those things are more important than taking care of the ball. He makes the catch, but he doesn't secure the football, and it's a fumble.
Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Boy, another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a first down and keep this drive alive. I'll tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. And boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Weinke and Jameis Winston.
Breaks clear, end zone ahead. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain.
Boy, just a great job by this quarterback of being able to put this ball up into the air to give his receiver a chance to time that up perfectly for a huge gain for the offense.
And the single back takes the handoff. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Boy, the defensive coordinator this week always telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down play coming up. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout, Florida State.
Second down play coming up for this offense. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Running back has it on the screen now. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now fourth down.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback, and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
So no field goal try here. Coach keeps the offense on the field to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitches to the back. A change of direction. They make the tackle, but enough for a first down. Textbook execution on the option.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the first down line. Just punch it in and pick up a first down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
The Seminoles with first and 10 here. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. And the wideout goes in motion. That's a design quarterback keeper. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here, try to force a field goal attempt. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now 4th down.
How about the call here? They call it the screen on 3rd down and short. You don't see that called very often. They're not able to even complete the pass, so no chance at a conversion. So we got 4th and short.
And it's good. And with that, they retake the lead. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Florida Atlantic offense takes the field again. They moved it well last time. Got across the 50, but then fumbled the football away. They're going to run it here. Spinning out of the tackle. They stop him right at the 24.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
2nd down after that previous play. Hand off to the back. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
The shotgun running play call. He's brought down out at the 46. The important 3rd down play coming up. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period.
With the score, Florida State 31, Florida Atlantic 28.
So here we go, 1st play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. And the quarterback dropping back. Quick throw to his receiver. And he's got his man open downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The offense really clicking here. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Touchdown, FAU. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter. That's another passing strike from his quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. I mean, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. Ball is incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Would never underestimate a defensive lineman's ability to play the passing lanes. Smart defensive linemen keep an eye on the quarterback, and if they see the ball coming out, they're able to get those big, long arms up and try to get a piece of it.
Now it's second down here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. It's a short completion to the tight end. And wrap it up after the completion, just short of the first down mark. It's a big pickup after the catch. More importantly, holds on to the ball despite taking a huge hit.
Yeah, because that's the thing that really stood out to me. I didn't think he was going to be able to hold on to that ball because of that big hit, but he does. He doesn't get the first down, but he gets big positive yards, and more importantly, I think he gains more confidence in that quarterback to throw him the ball again.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Close to the tight end. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Knowles. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
What a great call here by the offensive coordinator to get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly. And even though you're close to the end zone, you can still throw it and use the timing to your advantage and allow this receiver to be able to walk into the end zone.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. Solid coverage here. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the FAU offense back out on the field. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Receiver makes the catch. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defensive coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes. And this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
Lets it go quickly. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Tackle made after a big gain. That last catch, Kirk, puts him over 150 receiving yards in the game. Let's start checking the record books. This guy's making a push.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter what the defensive coordinator calls, whether they play man, whether they play zone. The quarterback has been able to find this guy all day long for such a huge day.
First down, looking to throw the football. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Catch made on the right side.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense. When you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
He'll hand it off. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Oh, and he doesn't hang on. Looks like it was deflected before it got to him. That'll bring up second down.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now. The defense backed up against their own end zone. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Touchdown, Owls. And they'll claim the fourth quarter lead. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT up and good. So the lead is 4 here in the final quarter. The kickoff team on the field now is able to get set to send this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. And there's the handoff. Solid run. They'll bring it down at the 28-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Play action fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it for a big gain. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense getting set. Second down play here. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Can they pick up the first on the ground? And the Seminoles are on the move here.
Chris, how about that by this running back? Got behind his pads and that big offensive line, able to pick up that first down. He just kept pushing through that line until he got to the mark.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Play action here on first down. Looking for the wideout. It's caught downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. And we've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. And the Noles getting set on 1st and 10. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And they'll give it to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Now to play fake, he'll look to throw it. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure works.
Oh, Chris, the quarterback and the receiver just not quite on the same page there on that 3rd down and long. But at this point in the game, you got to consider going for this. They need a touchdown. Down 4 late in the game. Obviously, they'll keep the offense on the field and go for it. Crucial play here. They go to the air. Launching one to the end zone. And it's incomplete. And the drive will fizzle out here in the final minutes. Boy, as a play caller, you save this play for this moment. 2 minutes to go. 4th down. 4th quarter. Game on the line. And then you just got to rely on your quarterback to make good decisions and be accurate with the football. In this case, he is not. And that, to me, is probably the ball game.
So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. And the quarterback just takes a knee. Well, the coaches kind of expected it to be this kind of game. An offensive show. Who's going to make one more play at the end to get the win? And they did it.
Yeah, you mentioned the coaches. I think we had a feeling that this game had a chance to get into at least the 3rd.